Okay, so in Finshape, our AI strategy is very pragmatic. Yeah, no really like fancy hype words. We are focusing on three very tangible problems that we see every day at our projects with our customers. The budgets for the IT are growing every year. More and more of these budgets are used for running the bank and not for innovation. There is this pressure to innovate, yeah, but then things are cooked very quickly, which causes bugs, mistakes, errors in the production. Then they come back to the software delivery lifecycle and basically creates further friction. Yeah, basically. So this is the problem. So what we are building is like agentic layer on top of our DBOS. We call it agentic DBOS, which is basically the idea is not to deliver the huge project in 2 years with 20 people, but in 3 months with 5 people. Problem number 2 is built on top of, is more like a customer-facing AI or customer-facing problem related to personalization. So even though banks have a huge amount of data about us, and from the research with the customers of the banks, we know it, that they expect like high level of personalization, yeah, because like if you work with Google or other big tech applications, there is really this high level of personalization and people naturally expect it from their banks, but this rarely happens. And the bottleneck in this is not the technology, typically in banks, because like they have all the tools and they're connecting the data, they can do it, it's not easy, but they can do it. But the problem is with the humans. The biggest level of personalization is typically for private customers, like in private banking, where you have a private banker that knows you very well, that prepares for you and really is interested in you, looks at your data, your behavior, trying to think about the opportunity, how to help you, how to be of value to you. So this is not possible to provide to everyone unless you have some, let's say, artificial humans, artificial private bankers that can do this. That's exactly what we focus on. So we call it financial intelligence. It's basically agentic layer on top of all these data, all these systems. And anytime the customer comes to their mobile banking application or internet banking application, there is this AI private banker that thinks about, in this particular moment, about your situation, considering your transactions and all the information that it has, and tries to think about how can I help you? Yeah, is there anything that I can offer that is relevant? It doesn't have to be, and many times it is not about like offering a product. It's about really genuinely helping. Yeah, so that's the second problem that we are focusing on. Third problem we're focusing on is knowledge. And I think for the future, this is going to be like the most important thing and the biggest value that any company can have. Yeah, because like if you imagine in the future, technology won't be relevant. It will be like very easy to switch from one technology to another. Agents will help you rebuild it, rewrite it. Yeah, you will be switching technology without knowing, basically. But what has value is the knowledge, how to do stuff, how to provide value, how to help customers. And like putting this all together at one place so that agents can work with it. You can train your AI workers, yeah, with it and improve your services through it. This is something that is a big obstacle overall in the transition to agentic AI. And so what we are providing is this like knowledge layer for the agents and for this new era. And then there is the fourth thing that we call like enabler, yeah, which is basically how to adopt all of this AI into your everyday life and everyday banking. And this so far has to be done by humans. So we have AI Delivery Studio, which is a team of professionals that can basically partner with you and work with you to make this happen.